Nobody. Poland in 1795. Little girl dresses up as a witch for Halloween. Everyone, oh that's so cute. Her Catholic father. Me. How do I fight oppression? Google. Bing. Never be afraid to stand up for what you believe in. Stop making historical movies grossly inaccurate by turning them into action movies to draw in audiences. The Tsar, Russia's greatest love machine. Congratulations, you are selling us land. Please do not resist. People are talking about Bismarck. They are talking about the battleship. Some ancient guy, you'll never make music by blowing air through a piece of wood. Guy who's about to invent woodwind instruments. I can try. French public, now that Napoleon is exiled we can get down to biz. Napoleon literally 111 days later. Napoleon taking over most of Europe and being a spectacular military general. Napoleon being short. Catholic Church, peasants being sent on a crusade to get into heaven. Mum, drink your soup, it's not that hot, the soup. British ruling over India. Gandhi, so anyway I started fasting. Trojans when the wooden horse starts speaking Greek. Americans when the trees start speaking Vietnamese. Macbeth when the forest starts speaking English. Looking for all the Armenians in Turkey after 1923. How strange, there's nobody here. Me stays loyal to my teammates in the game even if we are losing badly. My Italian ancestors, shame. The British wishing that peace was an option after the Boston Tea Party. Nobody. South Africa in 1960. White people can't handle spicy food. Dutch East India Company. Japanese Empire in Japanese history books. Japanese Empire in Chinese and Korean history books. Japanese Empire in Michael Bay and Roland Emmerich films. Germans when stealing artworks all over Europe. Germans when the Americans steal their scientists. Britain finding territory that is already inhabited and can support the empire. I am a stay for a bit. When everyone talks about Rome's roads, but no one talks about your roads. Sad Inca noises. Computer date algorithms on New Year's Day 2000. Now it's time to get funky. Japan. I surrender. I surrender. Jesus Christ. America after dropping second nuke. In the end, there's only one reason you lost. You really pissed me off. The floor is tea. British. How the British Museum acts like they got their artifacts. How the British Museum got their artifacts. Attacking Canada while Britain are fighting Napoleon. Britain sail up to the White House and burn it down. No one. The Byzantines. I love the smell of Greek fire in the morning. Starting a war to get independence. Starting a war to destroy your enemy. Starting a war to get more land. Starting a war with birds. Starting a war for tea. Homer in 1000 BC. Homer in 2000 AD. I want the real German tank. I said the real German tank. Perfection. Learning history for school. Learning history for memes. Sweden during World War I and World War II. Hey, don't attack me, I'm Swedish. I guess my brain is just really big. What else is really big? I thought you'd never ask. First Mexican Empire 1821 to 1825. Hey, come over. Me. I can't. I'm fighting the Russians at Stalingrad. Hey, I'm home alone. Me. US. Creates NATO. US. Complains other countries aren't paying their fair share. Other countries. Hold on. This whole operation was your idea. Siberia and Alaska. Exist. Russian Tsars. It's free real estate. Germany. Takes out France in 6 weeks. The rest of the world. That was faster than I expected. Caesar. Turns around. Senators. So anyway I started stabbing. Brutus. What should we do with Caesar? Cassius. Who would win? A German panzer division. Some weird looking fridge. When you jumpstart the French Revolution, but then get murdered by revolutionaries for not revolutioning hard enough, you can't do this to me. How did Queen Elizabeth II get the diamond in her crown? The secret ingredient is crime. Canada internally today. Canada during World War I. Canada during World War II. Canada during the October Crisis. Native American, welcome to our land. European settlers, shoot him, shoot them all. Teacher, we're getting a new exchange student from Germany. Girls, OMG I hope he's cute. Boys. Interviewer, Mr. Truman, what is your opinion of the aftermath of the Hiroshima bombings? Harry Truman, looks like they couldn't handle the neutron style. Napoleon, returns, everything that isn't French. Me explaining that medieval European food was not bland, with available seasonings like salt, garlic, honey, mint, dill, chives, fennel, oregano, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. My friends eating Indian curry. If I had a penny for every time there was a revolution in France, there would currently be a revolution against me. Anywhere with tea, the British Empire. Indians are friendly and welcoming. Conquistadors. Peace was never an option. Me, man, I wonder what I can do to help with climate change. My Mongolian friend. Switzerland, whenever there is even a hint of war on the horizon, I'm docile. I'm agreeable to a fault. Bronze is stronger than copper. Near East civilizations in the 3rd millennium BCE. So anyway, I started casting. Alan Turing. Hey, I've cracked the German Enigma code, and I've laid the groundwork for modern computing. The British government. Why are you gay? German soldier well prepared for Operation Barbarossa. The Great Depression. The Big Sad. Catholic Church, you can buy your way into heaven. Martin Luther. So anyway, I started nailing Pyrrhus of Epirus, after losing over half his army during a single battle. Victory. The First Continental Congress, be there or be square, Georgia. Some Swedish general, Gustavus, we already pushed back the Catholics, we can stop. Gustavus Adolphus heading for Bohemia. The amount of artifacts in British Museum, the amount of artifacts that are not from its colonies. Families from Chernobyl, when will I return to my home? The Ukraine government, you wouldn't. The Catholic Church after the Council of Trent, we were bad, but now we're good. Some say Charmander is the best, some say it's Squirtle, but deep down we all know that Finland is the true successor of the Roman Empire. Soviets at Stalingrad, when they see an 85-year-old man 3 inches from starvation, you'll be a soldier. The amazing original, the pretty good sequel, the bad third film they retconned, the ambitious reboot, the latest film, the strange fanfiction, the controversial expanded universe, the shared universe. Anything bad happens in China. China, did the past really happen? Submarine. Undersea boat. When the British go on holiday anywhere in the world, who would have thought, after all these years, I'd return to the scene of my greatest military disgrace, as a tourist. When was poverty discovered? 1760. People in 1759. 4 billion. European borders. Middle Eastern borders. India or Bangladesh border. Teacher, no texting in class. Kids in the back of the classroom. Dwindling Ollie reserves, German tank designers. Churchill, June 4, 1940, we shall never surrender. French leaders, 18 days later. So anyway, I started surrendering. East Germany hooking up with West Germany in 1990. We were bad, but now we're good. Winston Churchill bringing up the 1373 Anglo-Portuguese treaty to get them to lease an airbase in the Azores in 1943. I summon you to fulfill your oath. You should expand westward. US. We can't. We have treaties with the Native Americans. There is gold in California. US.